welcome back to DanceRanch.net. Our next pattern in two-step is going to be a belt loop for the guys, okay, and an underarm pass for the ladies. Not a spin, but a pass. So we're giving this combination to let you know how it works, okay? So we're going to go through and we're going to show you what you're doing, all right? And then we'll break it down. Here we go. Take it from this angle first. And so we've got this whole setup, right? We're talking about slow. We talked about this, inside underarm spin, and we set up ahead, not behind, but ahead of the lady, indicating we're going across first. Cool? So that's where we're taking it from. So we're going through here, and quick, slow, quick, slow. Good. Let's take it from this angle. So again, we're in the weave position, and quick, slow, quick, slow, and slow. Very good. Now, you'll notice as we go through this, the belt loop has to do with the guy's belt loop. So the ladies are actually going to trail around the belt loop. I'm going to put my hand at the waist. It breaks connection at there as I go through my movement, and she trails the belt loop, and I find the hand on the other side. Ladies, this is at the belt loop. Don't take the hand below the belt loop, okay? Just saying. All right, now, couple of things. When we're doing this, gentlemen, we have three different positions or two different positions that we're working off of. Usually it's we're behind her or ahead of her, okay? Like the last two, we use both of those. This is not an underarm, this is a belt loop. So the difference of this is that you keep the hand low at the belt loop the whole time. You don't bring it up, so indicating that you're going underneath, all right? Or you're behind her and she's going underneath. You're keeping it low. It indicates the person who's on the inside rail, who's ahead, is the one usually going across the track or down first. Cool? Now, the next thing you need to know, there are two safety points here. First safety point is this. When I'm moving across, I do not want to take my eyes off of her and move too quickly. See this elbow? I can easily go from here to here, and I can hit her with that elbow, and if I'm too close. So ladies, you got to be aware of that as well. Keep your eyes up. Guys, keep your eyes on the partner, all right? You can move too quickly in this, and you may not even go anywhere. So go forward, side, together, forward, but swivel on every step, go within the rhythm, and making sure you look for her. As soon as you don't see her, look over your left shoulder first, okay? So you go through, keep that arm through. It's kind of like hugging yourself, all right? Left hand goes down to a belt loop. Right hand goes across like you're hugging yourself or pledge allegiance, okay? Make sure that you actually do that. Keep it out front. Now, I go across, side, together. At this point, when I'm hitting that side on the second quick, I'm looking on my shoulder. I see her. That first slow as I come together or step back, depending on what you need to do to adjust. You're not reaching back here trying to grab the hand. Don't do that. Why? Because again, just like the other side, she's vulnerable from here to here. She's too close or whatever. You can easily nail her right there.
Yeah,
okay?
that probably would have been about right here.
Exactly. And you reach back, you can hit her the shoulder, anywhere from here to here, and that's just not a good sign, okay? And ladies, you got to be aware of this as well. Guys gets a little crazy sometimes. He's not thinking everything through, and he just goes right into acting, okay?
It's just that momentum of the turn and the dance and the music. And
right, everything happens in a split second. So you have to keep your awareness of what your job is, and you make sure you're doing your part. Now, as I go through this, you notice I'm not having to worry about the partnership because I feel the lead on my belt loop or the connection. I'm just going to rotate my body naturally with the footwork, and I'm going to end facing her, and it's going to really come to a connection. It's just like this. I'm not having to go around and reach underneath like I've done in other places where I'm underneath like that. I'm just going to come in, palm to palm. Ladies, also, don't go helping him out. Okay, that's like reaching and say shin shake, okay? Doesn't work, okay? So I want you to actually keep your movement going circular forward into that prep position. Guys, you're actually going to keep doing your movement as you've done the other patterns, okay, like the underarm, forward, side, together, and look for her, cool? Now, it's very important that we're going through this like this because you need to understand belt loop is a fun pattern. It's a cool thing for the guys to do. The thing that you have to understand is that it does come in these safety points that you need to take caution of this pattern because you can really hurt somebody if you don't do it properly. And see, a lot of people go through dancing learning certain things that may not be to their level of dancing, but they go through thinking, hey, that's a fun pattern. But dancing is a contact sport, but also can be very dangerous if you let it, and someone can get really hurt. Because if you hit somebody with the elbow from here, the throat, the eye, the jaw, the nose, game over,
And
okay?
again, there's a lot of momentum going when you're actually dancing.
Thank you. Yes, and we're talking about the elbow, which is one of the hardest points of your body.
It can easily hit us, the lady, right in the chest.
Right, the heart area, the throat area where she breathes, the nose,
depending on the difference of heights of you.
Yes.
Is where it's going to land.
Exactly. So this is why it's so important that we're going through this with you, okay? So take your time and don't be in a rush to kind of throw on some music. Let's go. Just understand how to move and maneuver this, okay? So as I go through this, I'm going to bring my arm across. Quick, quick, slow, and slow. Keep catching the hand here. Now, it's kind of low, isn't it, right? So I'm not doing a spin, so I'm going to bring it up high real quickly. All right, I'm going to catch the hand. Now I'm going to bring it up slowly, leading out for her to go for a forward pass underneath, okay? So it's nice and slow, so I'm not having to do anything quick. Cool?
And this pass is no different for us or for the lead than the passes we've already gone over
Correct.
in detail.
Yeah.
It's the same.
So again, she's going to go underneath a little sooner, a little later, right in the middle. It all depends on the connection with the guy. The guys, you're not going to lead this all the time perfectly. Now, ladies, you got to remember, it's not on a set timing or footwork that he's going to rotate you all the time. It could change depending on the music and feeling.
And it's not our choice. It's
Correct.
not, well, I think I want to turn here. It's
right.
when his hand tells us to.
Yeah, you're thinking, okay, when do I turn? Do I turn on the left foot or turn on this beat? You turn when the lead asks you to, and you follow that, really, okay? So once more, we're going through here. I go underneath, quick, quick, slow, slow. If I go underneath and I go quick and I turn her quicker, doesn't mean I want her to spin. It just means she rotates around to face me a little sooner, and she still passes her feet as she goes backwards, cool? Now, the other side of it, again, as we go through, if I go and have her move forward, continue moving forward until that last two steps or last step, that's still, you can still do that. You apply that as much as you need to, guys. But you need to understand, when you're thinking about yourself, it's very difficult to say, all right, I got to make sure that she turns right, okay? So watch out for that. That's all I'm saying.
And for us, whether we're passing or we're spinning or we're coming around him, whatever we're doing, we're still just keeping our rhythm. We're still keeping our rhythm as we go all the way through in every single
one of the most important things about dancing, in my opinion, is that you have to think, guys, you're the one positioning around her mostly. Ladies, if you're following the connection, you're going to find your position based on that. He needs you to go somewhere as far as the lead. The pattern's asking this. He's got to lead that and give you direction. You keep your rhythm, allow him to lead it, when and where, and you're going to be a lot better off as far as communicating a little bit, okay? So give him that responsibility and you kind of follow along. All right, so we're going to do it from this angle one time. So again, it's the belt loop for the guys. He goes under quick, quick, slow, slow. Reconnecting your palm to palm. Take the hand up very slowly since it is a pass.
And can I just say, noticing your body position when you come around, he's bringing his whole body around. He's not like reaching.
I'm not searching.
He's not searching for the hand. Oh, is it there? Is it going to be there? Or
yes.
He just brings himself around, and it's just there.
It's just a belt loop. And then again, you're going to see people do this in other dances. And let me demonstrate that. It's a good point because when guys come through here, they think they have to. We think we have to manhandle everything. We got to make sure everything she knows. So I got to make her do this. We don't make her do nothing. Okay? We ask her to go along. We got to do a part that we have to play by, and so does she. It's a partnership, meaning that she has responsibilities. We don't take her responsibility as well as ours. She has to do hers, and vice versa. Okay. So as I go through, I'm not taking the hand and going behind my back like some swing does. You don't even want to do that in swing, actually. Okay. So as I go through, I'm going underneath, and I'm going to rotate my body. I'm not even trying to search. I'm rotating my body to turn around and get my shoulders to face my partner. And this is just going to come right underneath. I feel her hand coming off my belt loop. It's going to happen very naturally. Now she's going to go through for a pass. She's not assuming. The right hand's back, right side's back, left side's forward for the lady. Now I'm just going to take it right over, nice and slow, and reach and keep my shoulders facing her. Cool? So again, now when you're going through this, as a pass, it's not really the ideal thing to repeat this. And I know we've done this in the other two patterns where you can repeat something, but it's basically better to actually repeat on a spin for the lady. When she's spinning, because she's not traveling as far, and it's not as far as we have to go around her. Cool? Now, with that said, you can repeat this. I'm not saying you can't. You can repeat this. The thing that you have to remember, guys, when she's passing and she's actually moving a lot more, you really have to haul butt. Okay, let's just say that. You just got to get around. And what I suggest doing is try not to repeat this as much as you can. just go through an underarm pass in with a nice close pattern down the track on this. And guys, she is set up to think that she's going to do some sort of passing to the other rail, like you've been doing. Keep the weaving. She could possibly think, repeat here. But what you're telling her is that I'm going to close this up. So ladies, don't assume always that it's going to close up on a pass. It could repeat depending on what you feel from him and what he decides to do. Cool?
And also, don't assume that because you're doing a weave that there is going to be a repeat.
Correct.
Because same thing, even if you're doing one with a spin where there is a repeat, we have no idea how many times he's going to do it.
Right. It could be the once, it could be the 9th time. Okay? So even for spin, like she was just saying, turns or spins, you always got to keep your awareness, ladies and gentlemen, you got to keep your awareness of how much your partner travels, all right? So be aware of one another, communicate really well. So for that said, I want you to go back, rewind this as much as you need to, go through it, find yourself being a little bit more, okay, I'm familiar with this look, this belt loop, and we're going to come back with another pattern that you're going to really like, guys, all right? Stay tuned.